Hello and welcome to Idoma Centenary Plus, happening live at Ochacho Hotel and Suites here in Otukpo local government area of Benue State. At Idoma Centenary Plus, lectures are being held and people are discussing about how the future of Idoma people will look like, citing peace as the center message. Join us today as we lead you to the full program.
The atmosphere at the Ochacho Auditorium was vibrant as guests from different walks of life assembled to commemorate the historic occasion. Behind the celebration of cultures and tradition, the event focused on strengthening bonds amongst the Idoma peoples and encouraging collective effort towards the advancement of the land. Delivering the keynote address, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, Godwin Obla, stressed the importance of addressing internal challenges confronting the Idoma nation. He urged community leaders and stakeholders to embrace fairness, honesty, and inclusiveness, noting that sustainable progress can only thrive where justice and equity prevail.
Well, we're not going to cry over spilled milk forever, but we've been able to churn out a lot of our achievements in terms of human resources development for our people. Now we need to channel those human resource advantage into economic strength and infrastructural development for our people. That's why we are here today, and we are here on a reset mission, and we intend to actually reset the destiny of our people going forward.
What we are coalescing again around is unity. First, about the unity of purpose, unity of direction, and we want to praise the traditional institution, particularly Agaba Edu, for being able to realize this and bring Idoma sons and daughters to this point where we are speaking with one voice. We are consulting and making decisions that will help to uplift our land.
In his remarks, the Okchidoma, His Royal Majesty Dr. John Elaigu Odogbo, call on Idoma sons and daughters at home and in the diaspora to remain committed to excellence and service. The paramount ruler encouraged the younger generation to pursue education, innovation, and leadership while preserving the value and traditions that define the Idoma identity.
As we gather together in Otukpo for this significant Idoma Centenary Plus lecture series, we are going to have so many of them. This gathering is not just another event on our calendar. It is a solemn moment of reflection, introspection, and a bold declaration of our collective resolve that Idoma people are prepared to recover the lost ground. Let people say, wherever they encounter an Idoma person, this is a people known for integrity, known for excellence, and also faithfulness.
The convener, Professor Yakubu Ochafu, explained that Idoma Centenary Plus 2026 was conceived to celebrate a century of resilience, achievements, and cultural pride, while creating opportunities for meaningful discussion on the futures of Idoma people. He expressed optimism that the initiative would unite the people and inspire greater participation in community development.
I'd like to leverage on historical legacies to remind people that this thing we're talking about, it did not start today. It started a long time ago. And then I found out, very sadly, that a lot of our people don't even know our recent history. So how do we create a platform for even us adults to know the history, talk less of the younger generation and the children who are in school, so that they also know those histories and see where the paths that we have taken, where we are coming from, and how we can correct errors that we have made in the past and move and lay a new foundation for the future. So that is what has informed this. As you can see from the turnout, this is easily the largest turnout of Idoma elites in Otukpo in recent memory, discussing past, present, and future and agreeing that we need to do certain things as a people, you know. And so that gladdens my heart that at least the foundation that we have laid has kicked off very well.
Goodwill messages from dignitaries echo the need for unity and collaboration. Speaker described the gathering as a significant milestone in the history of Idoma nation and urged stakeholders to work together in promoting peace, economic growth, and cultural preservation.
We should be able to come together as a people at every given point in time. We should be able to speak with one voice, and with that we'll be able to actually make a formidable demand, and our voice will be eventually heard. It has also been established that there's every need for us to do what they call human capital development, and we should try to do invest on people. And somebody have to borrow the strategy of Igbo, when an Igbo man will have a way of taking 10, 15, 20 members from his own immediate community after service, empower them, and they become an independent person, and subsequently they will empower others. I think one take-home point is that Idoma should borrow from that ideology, that methodology, and see how best we can actually inculcate that into our system.
Now that we have come this far, how do we go much further? So that is why we are here. And one of the things that has been responsible for the retardation of our developmental effort is lack of unity, lack of understanding, lack of elite consensus. And so that is a major task that we have from here now, that as we go away from here, especially among the political elites, we must cultivate this attitude of oneness. We come from a place, we have a common focus. If you are not an accidental politician, if you are in politics out of conviction, then you should know that the central focus is the community and not necessarily our individual ambitions. And so from here, I think that is what we should start doing now.
The gathering featured panel discussion centered on unity, peace building, and sustainable development. Participants expressed optimism that the resolution reached at the event would contribute to the growth and prosperity of Idoma land. From Otukpo local government, Kingsley E.G., reporting for MPTV.
With all that have been said and done, the Idoma Centenary Plus is more than a social or cultural gathering. It is about building the Idoma culture and shaping the future of the Idoma land. I still remain Margaret Ochilebe from MPTV.